personalized ukulele video lesson. I'd like to start off by introducing you to the tuning of the ukulele. The tuning of the strings are as follows: G, C, E, and A. Next, we're going to be working on tuning the ukulele. You can tune to a keyboard, another instrument, a pitch pipe, or a chromatic or electric tuner. In this case, we're going to be using a guitar to tune to. So, the top string of the ukulele is G. The third string on the guitar is G. So we'll pluck the guitar. That note's too flat. It does not match. So we gotta sharpen it. Go up with the tuning knob. Till it matches. And then, once we get our G into tune, we will go to the 5th fret on the ukulele, which is your first fret marker on the top string. And we'll pluck that string and the string right below it. And that's a little out as well. So we'll mess with it, bring it up a little. That's better. Now, for your C string, which is the 2nd string down, we're going to go to 4th fret and pluck that string, and then the E string. Well, those are matched, so we're good. And then back up to the dot, 5th string, for the last note. Now we're in tune. A quick overview of the ukulele and how to hold your fingering when you're picking, and you use these two fingers together. Kind of like if you're holding a pick. If you're holding a guitar pick, you actually use two fingers, clamp like that. In this situation, we'll do this. So when you're picking, up and down, your fingers don't catch on any of the strings and make these horrible tinking noises and stuff. Next thing that you're going to want to know is to make different tones. For instance, here's G. G sharp, you just put your finger in between the frets to get different notes. So, with that said, let's work on some chords. We're going to be working on a couple chords that only requires one finger. The first one is C. It's the lowest chord that you can play on the ukulele. And that requires, you take your first finger, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when we're talking from 1st to 4th finger, you understand, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th being your pinky. We will put your first finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. And there is your open C chord. See that again, 3rd fret. Then you're going to bring it up to the G string, the top string, at 2nd fret. There's an A minor. And try going between the two. Now we'll move on to a couple more difficult chords. The A chord is 1st finger, 1st fret, C string. 2nd finger, 2nd fret on the G string. Give it a strum. That is our A chord. Now, if you just take your first finger from the C string and bring it down to the E string, skipping, that's F. And A, just bring it back. Okay, so here's the G chord, and it requires You start by your second finger, second fret, A string, first finger, C string, second fret. Then your third finger is going to be on the E string, third fret. Like this kind of. It's actually the same position as a D guitar chord, but it's the G on the ukulele. Okay. Then bar chords on the ukulele are positions that you can use with your fingers to make different chords. For instance, if this is the C chord, if you were to move that whole positioning up one, you'd be doing, which is actually C sharp, and bringing it up. There is your D, so on and so forth. How this works is you put your first finger, you bar it all the way across, so it's holding down the first three strings. Then you'll put your third finger, or your pinky, whatever's more comfortable, on the dot on 5th fret, which is a D chord. When you first start off, you can just do D chord like this. You get a richer tone if you get that extra high in there. So there's some basic chords to work on. You can actually play quite a bit of songs just with those chords. I'll show you one. Those are all the beginner chords. Now we're going to work on some advanced chords, and bar chords fit in there as well, and any chords that you structurally do the same thing with your fingers up and down the neck. Because once you learn these positions, you can play different chords on the ukulele besides just open chords. So we're going to work on the E and E minor. To do E minor, you put your first finger on 2nd fret on the A string, second finger on 3rd fret on the E string. Then you put your 3rd and 4th finger together real tight, and they will fit on 4th fret of the C and the G. This will be your E minor. Now, in the note structure, your second finger, to make it an E, needs to go up one, which is impossible to get your fingers to do, so you have to play it a different way. And it has to go up on the E string. So we have to do a different position with your fingers all together to get just your E or E major chord. To do so, put your first finger on 2nd fret, your 3rd finger across the rest of the strings on 4th fret, so that will cover your G, your C, and your E string, like this. Kind of a contorted look there. And that will be your E. Your E minor. Hear the difference? The E is more brighter. All the minor chords are usually associated with a sadder feeling compared to here's a D major. Oh, that's happy. That's nice. Well, here's a D minor. Oh, now I'm sad. See? It's easy as that. You can change the feeling of the chord by putting a minor on it, and eventually down the line you'll learn your 7ths and 9ths and all the fun and weird chords that make up music. But the ukulele is a pretty fun instrument, and it's a type of instrument that's a little bit more difficult to sing to because it doesn't have all the normal ranges like a guitar or a mandolin or even a banjo. It's an instrument that fits really well together with other instruments, so you get better ranges out of it. Let's work on scales. Scales are a network of notes between the same note and an octave. We're going to be working on C between there are three main scales: blues, pentatonic, minor, and major. Well, there's four, but either which way, they all kind of run together, essentially. So, we start with open C, 2nd fret on C, open on E, 1st fret on E, 3rd fret on E, open on A, and 2nd on A, followed by 3rd. And there's that scale. The octave. It's going to be difficult, but keep practicing and you'll get it. Open C, 3rd fret C, 1st fret E, then 2nd fret E, 3rd fret E, 1st fret G, A, and 3rd fret A. Blues. Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm, but I know it's been that way for quite some time. Through the circle, fast and slow, round and on it goes, and I know it's coming down like water. And I wanna know, have you ever seen rain? And I wanna know, have you ever seen rain coming down on a sunny day? This will be C, G, back to C, G, it goes back to C just for 2 strums, then it'll go to F, G, C, the hard chord B minor, then A minor, F, G, C, B minor, A minor, then F, G, and C. Have fun following along with that. It'll take a bit. The A chord, 1st finger on C string, 1st fret, 2nd finger G string, 2nd fret. The A minor chord, the 1st finger on G string on the 2nd fret. The C chord, it's going to be the 1st finger, 3rd fret on the A string. The D chord, 1st finger on 2nd fret on the G, 2nd fret on the C, 2nd fret on the E, and 3rd fret barred all the way across on your 3rd finger on 4th fret, and 1st finger on 1st. The E minor chord, that's going to be a difficult one. The F chord, 1st finger on C on the 1st fret, and 2nd finger on G on the 2nd fret. The G chord, 1st finger on C string, 2nd fret, 2nd finger on A, 2nd fret, 3rd finger on C. Well, I hope you enjoyed your video, Colton. I hope it was informative and helpful, and hopefully not too confusing. Music is a difficult thing. It comes easier to some folk than it does others. Either which way, if you keep practicing, even if you're not a natural musician, you will become one. I guess that's what I had to do. But for the most part, I'm glad that you and your brother and sister is hanging out and getting to know each other, making video lessons for all you guys, and I'll be making a lot more videos. So I'll see you then next time in the video. Tell your mom said hi. She's a delightful lady. Have a good day.